A very big hello to all my wonderful KCET champions. I hope you're absolutely doing great. Now, my dear children, we all know we have got the schedule for the round 2 allotment, and this time period that we are having is the time where you can rearrange your option, you can modify, you can delete options and do things like that. And I'm telling you, it's very important because this decides what college you may get in the allotment. Now, this video, the motive of this video is pretty simple. Okay, so for all of you who have lost the hope of getting your favorite college out there, please understand one very important thing. There is always a plan B. So just do not stick on plan A, do not be sad about it. So obviously round 1 cutoff came, you might have seen that it was kind of difficult to crack that cutoff in. It was kind of high. Now we can expect the same for round 2 as well, but when we expect the same, what happens is that we know that okay, I may not get this college, but I should be putting up some other colleges in my list such that I may get at least some good college. So if you keep on waiting for the plan A itself, it may not happen. So it's a gentle reminder for all of you to please rearrange your options in such a way that there is still possibility for you to get into the best colleges out there. So me and Aishwarya ma'am are going to make your task a bit easy. We'll have a quick comparison. I'll show you how it has been done. So the first college, as you already know, it is UVCE College of Engineering, right? So over here you have all the courses which is available in the college. This is the KCET round 1 cutoff, and this is KCET round 2 cutoff for the previous year. So we see 290 was the first round of cutoff, 419 was the second round cutoff, which means almost up to 150, or basically let's take it to 200 also. That particular gap is being seen. So this year, my dear children, it was 234. So previous year it was 290, this year it was bit more difficult, it was 234. So children who are having a rank up to 300 or something like that could consider this as a safe option. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So you should be knowing what is safe and what is not, and if it's something that you have put up is not actually safe, you should be rearranging your option. So that is the motive of this particular video. So we have put up the round 1 KCET cutoff over here for the year 2025, and for the previous years, round 1 and round 2, we have put it over here. You will be able to spot the difference that is there, and depending on that you can expect somewhere around it. I'm not saying exactly like that. Please understand one very important thing. I have seen so many children asking for, ma'am, can you predict what could be the cutoff? If someone is doing that, then that is ultimately fraud. Okay, no one can predict the rank. This year it has been difficult, okay, to get entry into some best colleges out there because the paper was not that tough, which is why competition has become higher, which is why cutoff is also have increased way too much. So make sure you realize that and do accordingly. So now going ahead with computer science and engineering with data science, 459 was the cutoff and it went up to 664. Okay, again almost around 200, Here it was 367. So again you can expect somewhere around that. Now same goes for all the courses out there. You can have a quick check. I'll be just talking about few courses. For example, you have electronics and communication engineering. 746 was the cutoff, 992 was the cutoff later on in the second round. Here it is 573. It has increased way too much, yeah. And now again you can expect somewhere around 200 plus, okay, or 150 plus. That could be somewhere you may get it, okay. So this is about RV College of Engineering, and here are few more courses that is available in RV College of Engineering. So the cutoff which has been put up over here, it has been according to increasing to decreasing order. So you can see, for example, if you are someone who is interested to get into RVCE College of Engineering and some other course, probably not computer science but some other course, you can look for them in the lower options out there, okay. So I hope that is crystal clear, and if at all you feel the idea of doing this video is pretty good, what you have to do is click on the like button right now and please subscribe to the channel for all the updates. Now the second one is PES Ring Road. Over here you have all these courses. If you see, the red mark shows that the cutoff has increased from round 1. If you compare round 1 and round 1 of 2024 and 25, it obviously seems that it has increased way too much. But let's see the difference between over here. So CSE, it was 1247. then it got increased to 1570. That means almost 250, 300, something like that gap is there. So you can expect again a 200 gap. So probably a child who have got 11,034, oh sorry, not 11,000, 1,134 probably may put up this college also as on the top of your priority list. Okay, now we have ECE again with 3018 was a cutoff in round 1, and in round 2 it was 4,746. The gap is not very much huge, please understand that, and depending on that make the list. Okay, now going ahead with the next college, if you want you can take a screenshot of this. You're most welcome to do that. And now we have MSRIT College. You have so many courses up there. So the one in green indicates that basically the cutoff which is there, it has decreased. Okay, so there is a quite ray of hope. I'm not saying it decreased way too much, but a slight decrease is definitely there. Now over here 1254 was the CSE cutoff, and it was 1626 in round 2. So again only a 400 difference was there. So again if you have 1100 cutoff over here, you should be expecting at least up to 200, not beyond that or not less than that. Okay, so if at all you put it in your list, you put it in your top priority itself, but please add some more colleges or courses up there. Okay, low onto under the priority options. Fine. Now AIML, if you randomly take that, 2861 was the cutoff, and then it went up to 3963. Again not much difference is there. Similarly over here also you can expect just the same. Information Science and Engineering, the good thing is that the seats were increased this year, since Information Science and Engineering was removed from so many places, which is why probably, so the cutoff also it was 2241 over here. This year it is 2473. Again a 200 gap is there, so that's a good thing. And from here to here if we see 2241 to 3105, quite little gap is there. So you can expect your entry for Information Science and Engineering in this particular college. Okay, please take a screenshot, and over here you have some other courses as well which is there in MSRIT. Cool. Now SJCE College, you have aided and unaided branch. I'll talk about unaided first because you just have one course, that is Computer Science and Engineering. So it was 3213, now it has been 3089 this year. That means the cutoff has increased. So from here to here if we say only 300 gap is there. Okay, so probably you can expect 200 a gap or 150 gap up over here. That's the the worst it can go probably. Okay, and over here if we talk about aided, remember here the college code is different. Okay, if we talk about the aided course, the good news is about civil engineering, the cutoff has decreased, but for all the other courses it has increased. If we compare R1 of 2024 and 25, 2807 was the cutoff for CSE, now it has been 2704. So yeah. And in between we have the round 2 for 2024, it was 2983. So if you see from here to here only 100 difference is there, so probably you can expect 50 or something like that. Okay, that would be the worst case scenario. Now again if you want, please take a screenshot of this data as well and accordingly alter your information. Now going ahead with the fifth college, we have again aided and unaided. For BMS College, E003 is for aided, and for unaided it is E048. If you see over here, my dear children, so it is not marked in green, but still I'm telling you that for electrical and electronics engineering the cutoff has decreased, which is a good news. And over here also if you see the difference, almost like 4,000 difference is there, so you can expect somewhere around it if at all you are planning for electrical and electronics engineering. But again it can change, this year's trend can be different, but seeing the cutoff also I feel that probably there are chances for you to get into that course. Now electronics and communication engineering, it was 1873, now it has been 1417, 400 increase has happened, and the difference between this and this was almost up to 1000, so probably you can expect 500 or probably again 800 or something, some gap like that. Okay, so plus 500 or 800 would be something that it may go probably. Okay, so yes, that is it about it. And if you talk about BMS College of Engineering unaided thing, so my dear children, here the cutoff, I think here the arrangement is slightly different. It has not been arranged properly. Okay. So anyways, computer science and engineering is something with 2,166, and this year 100 increase has been taken place. Okay. And if you see the gap between the round 1 and round 2 of the previous year, so there is almost up to 800 and 700 gap. So you can expect somewhere around 500 or 400 gap in the next round. So that is 2,246 plus 400 something could be the cutoff for CSE in BMS College of Engineering. Now that will totally depend upon the seats also which are left to be filled. That is also one very important thing. So that also can vary. But still I am telling you, if at all you have lost the hope for RVCE and MSRIT somewhere, probably you can think of adding these courses. Okay. For AI/ML, if we see 2407 was the cutoff, and it has increased to 2442, that is 42 only, but still that's good news. From here to here, if you see, only 200 increase has taken place. So sorry, 200 decrease has taken place. So obviously you can add up 100 or something like that for AI and data science. If you want to take a screenshot of this, please, you are welcome to take a screenshot. I don't want to waste your time, which is why I'm not explaining all of it. Whatever course you're interested in, you can look up to that. And this is also one more, list of courses for unaided branch of BMS. Cool? Now, we have University Visvesvaraya College of Engineering Bangalore, E1001 is the college code. Over here for computer science and engineering, again there had been a increase in the cutoff. It was 3649, now it was 3473. And if we see the gap over here, it is almost up to 1000 gap between round 1 and round 2. So you can expect 500 or 800 or something like that. So plus 500 or 800 something, that could be the cutoff. I'm just telling you, it could be, there could be a chance. Okay. Now for other courses, it's been already mentioned. So artificial intelligence and data science was not there. Instead it was artificial intelligence and machine learning. This time it is data science, which is why the previous round the cutoff is not mentioned. This year the new thing has been added up, which is why it is 4628. Okay. So there is nothing to compare in that. And for the other courses, you can see that clearly. Okay. Going ahead with the 7th college, we have JSS Science and Technology University, E057 is the college code. It is different from SJCE.4 of them are sister colleges, not the same colleges. So as you can see over here, my dear children, good news is that at 2 places the cutoff has decreased. 4734 in Info Science, it has went up to 6,265. That is almost a 2,000 gap. And if at all you see over here also, from round 1 to round 2, there is almost a 2,000 gap. So you can expect at least 1,500 or probably 1,200 or something like that coming up more for Info Science and Engineering. It could be more also, but at least I am telling you the worst case scenario. Okay. Now if you talk about computer science and business system, so over here also the cutoff was 6288 the previous year. This year it was 7367 in the first round. And if you see the difference between here to here, it is almost 1000. So probably you can expect somewhere around 500, 800 or things like that. Okay, or even 1000. But as I told you, the worst case scenario. Now over here, you have 2 new courses being added up. Okay, one is computer science and engineering with the AI/ML. For that, the cutoff was 5312 this year. Okay, in the round 1. For this, it has not been mentioned. It is exclusively for differently able children. Fine. Okay, now PES University Electronic City Campus, E141 is the college code. Over here, you have 3 courses out there. And there is no good news, all of the places the cutoff has increased if you compare round 1 and round 2. But the cutoff increase, if we see in CSE, it is almost around 400. Okay, 400 range, it has been increased. Within 400 range, it has been increased. Now if you compare this and this, 3963 and 5241, again I'll say 1500 something like that gap is there. So we can expect around 800 gap in the next round, that is round 2. So you can plus 800 and then you will be able to find it out. Now the same goes for all the other courses, which is up over here. Okay. Now the 9th college is Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering with so many courses. So the course list does not end, it's over here also. 2 of the courses has been removed, computer science and business system and electronics and instrumentation engineering. Rest of the courses are there. Only one good news, information science and engineering, as I told you, here the seats have increased, as in not the seats also have been increased, but talking about the cutoff has decreased, as in 300 decrease is there. So there's a chance for you to get in. Okay, now it's just 300, but still we can be happy about it. If you see the difference between round 1 and round 2, it is 5430 and it has went up to 7681. almost 2500 is something that I can predict up, right? So over here you can again expect 1000 difference out there. Since information science and engineering is not in so many colleges, my dear children, only few of them, which is why probably they are doing all this thing. Yes, and if we talk about computer science and engineering, it was a slight difference is there, okay, and it is actually a good news. So it was 4024 and now it is 4080. So there has been a decrease in the cutoff. Okay, so I don't know why it is not marked, but yeah, there had been a decrease in the cutoff. That's a good news. Now over here, okay, I think there is a typo error. Okay, I'll check through that. I'll let Aishwarya ma'am tell that. Okay, so after the 10th college, Aishwarya ma'am will be doing it, so I'll ask her to redo it once more. Okay, so that's about it. And for all the other courses, it's absolutely correct. You can go through it once, check it out for yourself as well. And yes, here are other courses. Aeronautical engineering, it was 17436 the previous year. There has been a drastic increase in the cutoff. So my dear children, this difference that you see is 3000 from round 1 to round 2. Here you can expect around 2000 or something like that probably for aeronautical engineering. Okay, but the cutoff had increased way too much. So yes, and now if we talk about KLE Technological University, which is on the 10th position, my dear children, you have all these courses. And over here, good news is that CSE in Artificial Intelligence, the cutoff has decreased from 7942, it has become 8728. And here the difference between round 1 and round 2 is almost around 1000 something, okay, 1000, almost around 1000 or 800 something like that. So again, you can expect at least 500 difference out there. So you can do plus 500, okay. And for Electronics and Communication Engineering also, good thing is that 1000 decrease has taken place over here. And if we see the difference, there is almost 1500 2000 gap. So you can expect something like that in the in the R2 of KCET 2025. That is round 2 of KCET 2025. So you can do a plus addition of 1000. That's all. Okay. And if we talk about computer science and engineering, again that's also good news. Okay, it's a good news. It has not been marked. So 6368 is the cutoff. It was the cutoff in 2024 in round 1. It has decreased to 8036.5. So that is again a very, very, very good news. That means almost 2000 gap is almost 2000 or 1500 sort of gap is there. So that itself is a good news. Now, but the problem is when you see round 1 and round 2 cutoff, there is no much difference, almost 600 only. So you can expect again only 300 or probably 500 gap coming up. So you do plus 500 or plus 300, that could be the maximum. Probably it may go, we never know, it can change as well. With this much change over here, I expect some good amount of change there as well. But still, to be on the safer side, think of the worst scenario, okay? So I think that's all about the 10 colleges. From now on, Aishwarya ma'am will be taking it forward, and I'll ask her to talk about this as well. Okay, you will get to know what was the cutoff in round 2. So that's all, my dear children. If at all you have not clicked on the like button yet, do that. And if you have some doubts related to do the the round 2 counseling process or whole KCET, please let us know in the comment section. We are here to help you out. Okay, wishing you best of luck. You will get the greatest college out there. Okay, bye-bye, take care.
So dear students, we will be now seeing Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering. So Jasmine ma'am has already covered this, but some branches there were some issues. So I'll just rediscuss this one, then we'll go to the 11th college in our list. So if you see for Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering Computer Science, round 1 cutoff was 4024 and this year the round 1 cutoff is 4080. And for Computer Science, round 2 cutoff in 2024 was 5430. So almost a decrease by 1400. So we can expect a similar trend in the round 2 cutoff of 2025. Okay, similarly you can see Computer Science and Data Science 4890, 4718, and here we have seen a drastic decrease of 2k. Okay, I'll be talking about important branches. If you see Cyber Security, 5271 to 8090, and this one it has become now 5170.5. So almost the cutoff has remained same this year and last year, so it may go up to 8000. Okay, so now we will discuss the 11th college in our list, that is Siddhaganga Institute of Technology, College code here is E016. Now you can see for all the branches, this is round 1 KCET 2024 cutoff, this is round 1 of KCET 2025 cutoff. Okay, so almost for all the branches the cutoff has gone high except for information science engineering where the cutoff has gone down, right? And if I talk about the famous branches or top branches, computer science, round 1 cutoff was 6798, and in round 2 2024 the cutoff has 7758. So by almost 1000 the cutoff has gone down. So here also we can expect that the cutoff may go up to 8K in the second round of 2025. Now similarly, if I talk about computer science with AI ML, from 9293 to 11000, cutoff has gone down by 2K, and if I see from 8600, so it may go about to 10K. Okay, so like this you can just calculate and see. And if I talk about next important branch, that is EC, from 11,369 to 14,054, so almost a decrease by 3K. And if I see here, 10,000 is the cutoff of 2025 round 1, so it may go to 13K in round 2. Okay, next we can see if the cutoff is decreasing. Okay, but you can see this year the cutoff trend has gone higher, so there's a chances that in the round 2 also the cutoff is higher, but generally when we go from round 1 to round 2 the cutoff decreases, and we should hope for the best, okay, and prepare for the worst. Next, coming to you can see all other colleges and branches on the screen, so I'm just taking the important branches. Coming to Bangalore Institute of Technology, E008, and here if I see for computer science with IoT, cyber security and blockchain technology, from 8997, means almost 9000, the cutoff has gone to 12K. Okay, similarly means I can say up to 3K decrease is there. So from here 7000 to 3K, almost 10,000 the cutoff will be there in the round 2. Now talking about AI ML, if you see from 6000 to 6753, the cutoff has gone slightly down, just I can say by 600 rank, and this year the cutoff has actually gone down, so it may up to go from 7K. Okay, not a huge change you will observe, may 7K, 6500 to 7000 the cutoff can go. Next, if I have computer science and data science, from 7721 to 9470, almost a 2K decrease is there. Similarly, 6051 to 2K, it may go up to 8K. Next, if I talk about EC, and EC, if you see, we have 9480 to 13,000, almost by 4K, and this year the cutoff has gone down by, cutoff has gone higher by 2K. So if I just think that maybe around 9K the final cutoff of round 2 will be there. Next, talking about the famous computer science and engineering, from 5540 to 7749, so you can see here almost 2K the cutoff has gone down, and the cutoff has almost remained same in round 1 and in 2024 and 2025, so almost by 7K only you will see the change for round 2 cutoff. Okay, and for all other branches you can see on the screen. Moving to the 13th college, that is National Institute of Technology North Campus, E178, computer science and engineering for AI, you can see 8897 to 8495, so I can say roughly the cutoff has remained same in 2024 and 2025. Now here the cutoff has gone down by 2K, so here also I can say almost 10K will be the final cutoff for 2025 round 2. And if I just talk about computer science engineering, so from 6186 to 8002. Okay, so almost there is a decrease of 2K. And now if you see this year, last year in round 2 it was 8000, and now in round 1 it is 8000, so it can go up to 10K in round 2. Okay, now moving to the South Campus of NIE. So civil engineering, you can see from 77,000 to 95,000, but here the cutoff has gone higher this time, so almost you can find up to 75 will be the cutoff for the second round, which was there in the first round. This year in the second round we may get that cutoff. And if I talk about these are your aided courses, and if I talk about unaided courses, EC, electronics and communication engineering, from 10,809 to 29,345, so almost 20K decrease has happened. So if I just add 20K, it may be somewhere around 18K you will be finding the 28K you will be finding the difference, or the 27K to 28K. Now other branches you can see on the screen. I'll move to RV University, E285, computer science 6777 to 8512 it happened, or 2K difference is there, and here also we can expect 8K in round 2. Okay, Then moving to 15th college, we have KLS GIT Institute of Technology, Belgaum E037. And here if I talk about the top branches, Computer Science and Engineering, AI ML. So here if you see 13,411 to 18,298, almost 5k decrease has taken place. Now almost this cutoff has remained same in round 1 and round of 2024 and 2025. So if I predict the same way, the round 2 cutoff will be somewhere around 18k. So if your rank is falling in this range, then definitely you can try this. Next, if I talk about Computer Science and Engineering, from 10,000 to 12,000, the cutoff has actually gone down for 2020 round 1. So 2025 round 2 also you can expect almost 14k cutoff may go, which is a good sign. Next, if I have EC, Electronics and Communication Engineering, so from 19,000 to 21,000 it became, and this year it has almost, the cutoff has gone higher by 2k. So that means I can say that the round 2 cutoff will be somewhere around 19,000. Okay, and there were some new college courses that were introduced in this college. So you can see communication design, fashion design, industrial design, lifestyle and accessory design. Their round 1 cutoff are given, and we cannot predict because these are your new courses. Moving to the 16th college is RV Institute of Technology and Management, E275. And here if I talk about Computer Science and Engineering, from 7,000 to 10,000 it became from round 1 to round 2 in 2024. And if I compare these two values, these are almost equal, not too much difference is there. So round 2 cutoff will also be around 10k if the trend is continued. And if I have EC, so from 9,400 to 15,000, means almost 6,000, the cutoff has gone lower, and here actually the cutoff has gone higher this year by 1,000. So almost by 14k the cutoff may go down this time. Next, if I have AI ML, so this is a new branch introduced whose round 1 cutoff was around 8,230. Moving to 17th college is Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology. Here we have aided and unaided courses. So for aided, the college code is E004. And if I talk about the top branches like Computer Science and Engineering, from 99,930 to 8,212. So the cutoff has gone higher this year by 1k. And if I compare round 1 and round 2, the cutoff has gone down by 2k, or almost you can say by 1.5 or 2k. So similarly by 10k maybe the round 2 cutoff, okay, if the trend is continued. Next, if I see EC, from 19,000 to 22,000, right, almost by 3k the cutoff has gone down, and here 16k by 3k means almost around 19k we will get. So the round 2 cutoff will be somewhere equal to the round 1 cutoff of 2024. Next, if I talk about other important branches, I can see is mechanical. Let's discuss 83,000 to 10,000, right, almost by 2k the cutoff has gone down from round 1 to round 2 in 2024. But in 2025, if you see the cutoff from 83, it has become 67. So almost by 20k the cutoff has gone higher this time. So the second round cutoff will be somewhere equal to 80k. Okay. Moving to 18th college, we have some more Dr. Ambedkar unaided courses, E060 college code. So if I talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning, so from 16,000 to 20,000 means almost by 4k the cutoff has gone higher, cutoff has gone lower, and this time this change is also not very significant. 16k to 15k means by 1k the difference is there. And if I talk about the round 2 cutoff, it will be somewhere around same 19 to 20k you can expect. Next, if I have Computer Science and Business System, 21k to 26k from round 1 to round 2, almost a decrease by 5k. But if you see this year the cutoff has gone higher by almost 2k, so it will be somewhere around 23 to 24k the round 2 cutoff. Next, if I have Computer Science and Engineering, you can say 15k to 18k. By 3k the cutoff has gone down, and the cutoff has gone higher in this year by 1k, so almost around 17-18k, same range you can expect the round 2 cutoff. Next, we have Computer Science with Data Science. This is a new branch, and the cutoff here is around 15,930. And I have then EC, okay, Electronics and Communication with VLSI Design. This is also a new course. For all other branches, you can check the screen. Moving to 18th college is BMS Institute of Technology and Management E126, and let's see what has happened here. So computer science and engineering, from 8730 to 11681 the cutoff has gone down by 3k from round 1 to round 2, and this year also the cutoff has gone down by 1k. That means you can almost expect around 12 to 13k the round 2 cutoff for computer science. Next, if I have artificial intelligence and machine learning, so from 11,000 to 14,000 the cutoff has gone down by 3k, and from here the cutoff has gone higher by 1k, so almost 10k. So I can see the final cutoff may be somewhere between 13 to 14k as the previous trend. And if I have computer science and business system, here you see 11,540 to 13,878. So here we have almost by 2k or 2.5k the cutoff has gone down. And similarly here what is happening? So if you see, the cutoff has gone higher by 1k, okay, the cutoff has gone higher by 1k. So I can say by 12 or 13, almost same range, you will expect the final cutoff of round 2. Next, I can also see electronics and communication engineering, from 11,698 to 16, the cutoff has actually gone lower by 5k, and if the same trend is continuing, we can expect the same range in the cutoff, because the round 1 of 2024 and round 1 of 2025 doesn't have much difference here, right? And information science is deleted this year, so other branches you can see on the screen. Moving to the 19th college is Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheswara College of Engineering, Dharwad, E034, and here if I see CS cutoff is around 12,350 and the round 2 cutoff is 13,666, not much difference, a slight decrease by 1k, so it may be around same 14-15k you will get the final round 2 cutoff. Artificial intelligence machine learning, if I see, 16,000 to 20,000 means almost a decrease by 4k, and if you see, this one is already increase of 2k is there from 2024 to 2025, so I can guess around 18k or maybe 18-19k the cutoff of this one will be there. And if I have next EC branch, if I talk about EC branch, here you can see 18,000 to 20,000, almost 2k decrease is there, and if the same trend follows, we can guess that this round 2 of 2025 cutoff will be somewhere equal to the round 1 cutoff of 2024, around 18-19k, okay. Next, moving to the last college is BNM Institute of Technology. The college code here is E107, and computer science and engineering, if you see 10k to 13k, the cutoff has gone down by 3k, and 9k means we can almost expect by 12k the cutoff will be somewhere for the round 2 2025. Then for information science, you can see 12 to 15 almost by 3k, and 11 to 3 means almost same range, 14-15k the cutoff will be there. Next, if I have AI ML, so from 12k to 16k almost by, this is almost 13k, so 3k the cutoff has gone higher, so here maybe somewhere around 14 to 15k you can expect. Next, I have EC, 15,000 to 20,000, so almost 5k the cutoff has gone down, and here if I see 12,000 means you can just compare, somewhere around 17-18k the final cutoff of round 2 will be there, okay, and other branches you can see on the screen. So that was a complete analysis of top 20 colleges of round 1 2024, round 2 2024 and round 1 2025. So the trend that we have observed in a general or a wholesome observation is that this year the cutoff has definitely gone higher, right? But from round 1 to round 2 in 2024 the cutoff has decreased, so we can expect that from 2025 round 1 to 2025 round 2 the cutoff will definitely go lower, and that is very obvious, because the seats are not, whichever seats are not filled, for those only the competition will be there. So that is why I wish that you get your best college, best desired college. Make sure that you finish your option entry, rearrange your options in a better way before the deadline is there, okay. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching and all the best.